As campaigns gather momentum ahead of the FCT Area Council elections, attention is shifting beyond party promises to the everyday realities facing residents. In Kwali Area Council, issues of basic infrastructure, economic survival, and access to public services are shaping voter expectations. I'm now joined by New Central's correspondent Joshua Imarayi ahead of next month's election. Joshua, can you tell us firsthand what you figure the plight of Abuja residents are as they prepare for the coming election?
Good evening, and thank you for having me on the show tonight. What I saw in Kwali Area Council was that out of the 10 political wards in Kwali Area Council, none of those wards have had light since November last year. This is the plight of so many of the locals there, particularly those who have to rely on the electricity for their businesses, those who have to rely on the electricity for their livelihood. Everything has been grounded down. They have to rely on generating set for power. But beyond that, we are also seeing the ripple effect of lack of electricity on the provision of basic water supply, because these same individuals have to rely on private boreholes, private water plants for them to get water, and they have to trek distance from their houses, sometimes 15 to 20 minutes distance, before they could access good and clean drinking water. But beyond that, we are also seeing that some of the primary health care there seems to lack the basic amenities for them to function well, to cater for the need of those in that community. So many things were wrong with the particular health facility I visited in Big Cheddar, that you could see that some of the soakaways were bad, and those people who were taken as patients in that health facility could not use the toilet in some of the wards. Some of the wards, the male ward had 2 beds, the female ward has 3 beds, the delivery unit 1 bed. But unfortunately for the pediatric session, the place was completely dilapidated. So these were some of the things we saw, and even access roads to some of these communities were bad. Residents, locals were complaining that these areas that are mostly agrarian areas, where most of the locals owe their livelihoods to agriculture, to bring their produce outside some of the farmlands and some of the farming settlement has become some sort of challenging for them. So those were the things we saw in Kwali Area Council.
I mean, what are the campaign rhetoric you were hearing in light of the evidence before you that these people are living in really bad conditions? What are the campaign comments you're hearing in terms of solution to these problems that may get the people interested enough to participate in the exercise?
Well, most of the things that these individuals have been promised is continuity, the same promise, recycled promise over the years. But at the end of the day, these rhetorics don't play out to materialize into actionable solutions to solve these immediate problems that those locals are facing. I spoke to a gentleman who's a photographer in one of the communities, and he's a non-indigen of that place, a Yoruba man, who told me that most times when intervention come, they come in handouts like motorcycles, vehicles, but the roads that those vehicles and motorcycles will ply, those roads are not in good solution. And he is saying that handouts do not solve the problem. What solves the problem is addressing the issues head on and preferring solutions that will be long lasting. So this is what they are saying.
Joshua, thank you very much. But it does seem like the picture you paint is at variance to the Abuja that we tend to see on socials. Thank you for the coverage.